Sagittarius, what's going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy for the next week via the tarot, astrology, and any channeled messages that come through. So welcome in. We are in Gemini season. We are building up to a full moon. Energy's been pretty good. It's starting to become a little bit more tense. We've had a little bit of a rest break time from the tension, from the frustration, the anger, the fighting, etc. But we're seeing some of that fire element pop up variously throughout the week. So be mindful of that. I mean, here's the thing. I'm seeing this more as, it's not as much about like managing people's bad emotions, right? Like just when they're kind of popping off left and right. It's more about using that tension as fuel to push you forward. We don't have to get sucked into every nook and cranny of drama. If anything, that is becoming or is a huge depletion of energy right now. And the astrology is suggesting to like stay away from that. That's definitely Black Moon Lilith in tensely aspected to Pluto. Like Black Moon Lilith doesn't want things to change right now. She wants to keep it or believe that if you try a little bit harder, do it this way or that way or whatever, when there's all signs are pointing to this isn't working, right? She wants us to believe that it's going to be okay. And I mean, it is going to be okay, but it doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to see the results with the people situations that we want to. There's also this need to expand and to grow and kind of keep things not loosey-goosey. We want to stay committed to kind of what our ultimate vision is, but at the same time, be okay, be comfortable, be open to change and flexibility if it's being required of us. That's why I like to start off the readings with an energy cleansing. Just set the tone, set the vibe for the reading, cleanse out any of those blocks, obstacles, limitations that we might be coming into. It's a great time to set your own intention as well, Sagittarius, especially if you've come in with something on your heart, on your mind, something you would like Spirit to deliver messages to you around. Definitely give that over. Be open to receive. It's a really great way to personalize these collective readings. And I also do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing, wellness services. Readings are one of them. If you want me to look at your specific situation, how it's faring, where it's headed, or if you're just looking for more of a realignment of self, mind, body, soul, I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultations. When we're aligned in self, when we're grounded, when we know who we are and what we want, and we're taking care of ourselves, that's really the space we're manifesting happiness, abundance, fulfillment from. When we are disconnected, it's short-lived, instant gratification, feels good in the moment, but. So I would love to help support in whatever way possible. Definitely hit me up, Sagittarius. All the info to get into contact with me is in the description box below. All right, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being so that we may see and understand the messages clearly and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love. All right, Sagittarius. I like your energy this week. Okay, so what I was hearing is like, I feel like you were pulled through a situation. I was hearing like kicking and screaming. I'm sorry, but that's what I was hearing. Like it was just like you didn't want to have to go through something. Maybe you had a lot of stress, a lot of burden on your plate, and it just felt like just another thing or really overwhelming. Yeah, because there's not a lot of guarantees when change is happening or we're being forced into change. And it can always look a little bit scary, right? But I'm also hearing like you've kind of come to this place where you're seeing the value in the change. Maybe you're starting to feel a little bit more settled, a little bit more grounded in the changes that have happened. I love this. Spirit is giving you freedom from maybe what you so dearly held on to once upon a time. I'm hearing this is not only freedom, but like some clarity too, right? Hindsight, in my opinion, is a beautiful thing, right? Like we can get so emotionally entrenched in what's happening, who's doing what, why they're doing this, blah, 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 that we forget to take that step back and say, you know what, maybe this is actually a really good thing. And that's exactly how your energy feels. Like you were really resisting something. You were really resisting some type of change. Again, perhaps unbeknownst to you, it's not, maybe you weren't intentionally trying to do it. There's that hold card. You saw me shuffle. Cards never lie. I think you're still dealing with a lot of moving pieces. It's not like everything's hunky-dory in this moment or at this time, but you're starting to see the value. That's what I'm hearing, right? Okay, like you've kind of had to go through time, space where you separated yourself, where you took a step back. Maybe you weren't talking to someone, they didn't want to talk to you. Maybe that's not how you wanted it to go, but it's actually, again, like I just keep getting this message of it's been a blessing because you do have more clarity present day and you're better able to see and understand what you need to nurture in order to grow. Like, and not just like growth within yourself. I'm just saying this is about like your day-to-day living. What sustains you, what supports you. It's starting to look different. Things are looking different and you're looking at things from a new perspective. Like because you're getting clearer on what you want or what actually works for you, it's helping you to open up to new ideas, new opportunities, new approaches to things. Again, there's not a lot of things set in stone right now. And I think that makes you feel a little bit untethered. There's a part of you that's trying to keep it together. I would say like you can probably let yourself fall apart a little bit. Maybe that's just in your own time though, right? Like maybe you don't need to do it in front of everybody. Like not that you would specifically, but you know, because why I'm saying that is I'm hearing there's this level of embarrassment. You like to be strong. You like to have your shit together and like good on you, you know, like it looks good on you, right? At the same time, it's okay to be vulnerable, fragile, broken, if you will. Sometimes we just need to let out the toxic shit, the tears, the anger, the pain, the frustration, whatever, so we can cleanse it from our being, right? And so we can move forward. And that's really what water energy does. It's so cleansing. Maybe you're not a crier, but maybe you take like an herbal bath, you know, or you go dancing in the rain, or, you know, do something that's like freeing for your soul at the same time that you're cleansing away kind of what you've come from. Because it does kind of look like there has been something or someone short end of the stick energy, and you're really trying to stand in your power. Like I'm hearing you're trying to do it right this time around. Empress energy, such a powerful energy for you, Sagittarius. I really like it. Okay, so we have the Magician. Being smart about your approach, taking things one step at a time, being like, not only being smart, but being aware, right? Aware of what each step is. Okay. I feel like you're reconnecting with someone this week. I feel like you're reconnecting with someone this week that like maybe you're even realizing just like the value in the relationship is what I'm hearing. I feel like maybe you had to take a step back from this. It does look like there wasn't a lot being said. It looks like things kind of got left open-ended. There's some conversations that I do think need to be had. It looks like you're ready to communicate on some level, and I'm interested about what this is, Sagittarius. Okay, yeah, you really miss someone. You miss someone, but it's also making you feel uncomfortable as well. And I feel like this is a lot of that Sagittarian energy where it's so about growth and expansion and better and like the next thing, right? The next best thing. And I feel like for you, it's hard to go back. But at the same time, I think there was some type of miscommunication. Shoot, excuse me real quick. There was some type of miscommunication. This person wasn't very open to you, like receptive is what I mean by open. Like they kind of shut down. It looks like they were really trying to get something up and running, put something into place. I think you're ready to readdress it. I think I don't know. I think there needs to be some conversations. I think there needs to be some honest conversations because that's where neither of you can really understand the energy or like gauge the energy. And I think sometimes we just need to be like very candid with one another to bring in that clarity. It looks like you have a lot on your plate. It looks like you are overwhelmed. And it looks like things do need to be talked about. Like I said, the cards never lie, right? But what that conversation is actually going to look like is bringing up some stress. And again, because there's water under the bridge, I think it depends on how worth it to you this is. I feel like you're wanting something. You're willing to look at options, or maybe both of you are, honestly. Like, I think this is stressful for both of you. I feel like there's miscommunications on both ends. I feel like neither party knows what the other one is thinking. And you know, I mean, there's good energy around this, but like I said, either you're not comfortable or you're not used to going back or apologizing or talking about the hard things. Maybe you're afraid of what you're going to find out because of some of the stuff that you've been through. Scorpion energy is popping out. So places where people have kind of done you wrong in a shady type of way, you're like, expecting that from this person, and maybe understandably so because they are a little bit on the defensive. There's something that maybe you were getting a little bit of iciness from them, or they weren't warm and fuzzy, etc. And so you just don't know what to expect. But you're preparing yourself. You're not ready to completely say what you need to say. And I think that's, again, it looks like residual toxicity either around you, people feeding into it, thoughts, beliefs you have about yourself or what you deserve. And that's why, honestly, like, an honest approach really is the best approach. I'm not trying to be, you know, annoying by saying that, but this value of like authenticity carries a lot of weight. Authenticity and vulnerability. Hey, you know what? I don't really know what happened. I really want to talk about this. Can we sit down, have a conversation, see where each other is coming from and figure out like how we can make this work moving forward? That's simple. You don't have to be like, you know, overly divulge every thought, feeling that you had. And remembering that things come and go, right? Like there's good seasons and there's seasons where it's a little bit rough, you know? Someone is not what they're presenting themselves to be. And I don't feel like this is necessarily in the dynamic that you want to reconnect with, but you're afraid. You're afraid that that is more of this kind of rat energy, sneaky, like someone's just going to screw you over. Maybe you've had a lot of people that have screwed you over lately, or there's a part of you that needs to take care of yourself. Again, like I was saying, very beginning, let yourself fall apart a little bit, Sagittarius. You don't have to do it in front of everyone. You can go home, lock the door, turn on the shower, cry it out, you know, do whatever you got to do, right? It's going to be healing for your soul. Get a massage, go walk in nature, get acupuncture, you know what I mean? Really kind of like work to open up these channels, especially when it comes to conversation, communication, because there are things that need to be said. And honestly, I feel like once you say them, things are going to be way better, and maybe you're going to be pleasantly surprised. This is something that you love and respect. So don't you think that they have that same value back to you? Maybe it's not as apparent on the surface, but there is something around this that they find abundant and helpful, and so it's worth it. Okay, all right, I'll leave it at that. I'm gonna stop overcomplicating. Thank you so much for your time, energy, always. I super appreciate you, Sagittarius. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope you found messages that resonated for you here. Definitely drop comments below if you did. I love to hear, or just say hey, share in a little love, a little TLC. I so appreciate all the love, all the support that you bring to the channel. No, I am sending it back your way.